Okay, let's get to the stream. Evening all. Welcome to yet again another train sim stream. At this point, is it a question? Of course it's a train sim stream. Okay, YouTube's emailing me again. I managed to fix the problem with the missing track. Evening EDF trains, how are you doing? EDS trains, sorry. My mind's not thinking right tonight, is it? Is that the routes? Clear through platform 4, yes. Brilliant. Just quickly pop us on an empty head code, showing that we could be doing this tour on test. 256. Yes, if you're wondering why my track is suddenly back here in Exeter Riverside, because obviously in previous streams it's not been here at all. Brilliant, we can get going. Your track's back here in Exeter Riverside, which is nice. Apparently I just had to reinstall the AP track patch. Now it's actually here in existence again, which is nice. So now I don't have loads of missing track, which is really nice to have. So yeah, clear through platform 4. We're going to be running empty all the way. Even mate. Give it some. Yeah, we'll once we're out on the main line. Once out on the main line. Or am I going to give the 37 some? Just going to throw it open. That might be a little while. Maybe I'll just intentionally slow down and then just give it some. So down to about 6, that'll do. Full power. So it keeps lagging after taking a screenshot. Now how is that for some tractor thrash? I'm going to get more in a minute as well. Oh god. Why is that to bring up my photo library? Time for the level crossing staff. So in a minute we'll be able to give it some through Exeter. Holding 10 Mark 3, 10 Mark 2, sorry. Exeter Depot actually has track again now, so we'll probably be doing shunting in and out of Exeter at some point. But now we're cleared to 30. I mean my mic. Second. Intentionally didn't speed up for the 20 because I wanted to give it for the 30. But now how was that? Was that any better? Or was it still just as terrible? Have a good evening. Have a good evening, mate. I'll probably message you at some point. But yeah, now I've got track back. We might be doing some freight runs at some point. Finally. And I might also be able to do things in and out of Valera without floating. But yeah, at least now I'll be able to go into Lara and not annoy anyone due to the lack of track. Actually be able to pop into the engine sheds, through roads for HST maintenance, the carriage sidings, the depot loop, which actually doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. Use Lara Junction, fine. The sidings, fine. Tavistock Junction wasn't even affected to begin with. We'll also be able to use Hackney. Gotta open the window a bit. Oh, 8 cam. Let's go up to Marsh Barton and hope we can get some more here. Past the energy recovery site. It's a good sandwich. And then we just slowly notch our way up towards 60, maybe 70, up towards 80, and that might be as far as it actually permits us this time. Or it's coming out of the 50s and try run us to 100. That was great. A driver from 667, which is quite nice, because usually I'd prefer to drive from the 521, but no, tonight I decided to change it up, go sort of the old head code blind, and instead of the flush front. Thank you EDS, glad you're enjoying it. Finally, 74 mile per hour. We're getting there. Definitely getting there. Well, if I just missed the whistle board. I did. People must have heard those tones. Another whistle board coming up. .76. Okay. An HST would maybe be about 100 now. So we are slightly struggling on that speed front, which is annoying. There's not very much we can do. I was just trying to give rapid fire times. It's fun trying to do that. Just got a Morpeth for the 75 coming up. It's going to be cleared by this aspect, which is showing proceed. Don't know if I can speak, but okay. Trying to get the flies off the window. Oh, let's buy 2 mile per hour. It's nothing major. I've done worse, where I was like well over 15 over the limit once. So 2 overs not that bad. Plus I think that'll be somewhat under the allowance, somewhat in the allowance. Approaching Starcross. Was that bad? So we'll call it at the start of the storm. Sort of. The calm before the storm. Because it is about to storm through here. Make sure we don't pick up too much. Let's give it some. What was this laggy? I need to hope we're not checked down. What's also good is now if we were to go to Tiverton, we'll actually have the Tivy loop. Meaning if we were to head up to Tivy again with a steam loco like Landline, in which it will fail, then at least we'll be able to recover that somewhat by actually pulling it into the loop instead of driving on air. Oh, clear to 80. Okay, power back on a bit. Though I'll try not to go much over 70. Because obviously we've got 70 at the end. It always catches me out, that one. Somewhat. Seems tomorrow on tour. Okay. Oh god. I'm doing stuff tomorrow as well. Oh god. To be honest, that's just what I need. When I've already got a lot of footage to edit. Oh, come on. There we go. Northern Bell. Ooh, okay then. I'll have a look then. I'll definitely have a look now. With MC King, I've had one hell of a day today. Stuck up in Bristol of all places. It was brilliant. But yeah. Northern Bell was just what I need to add to the amount of footage I've already got. Have a look though. Oh yeah, you're right. Cardiff to Par. Ooh. That could be awkward. WCRC as well. Yep, no, just cruising. Cruising through the tunnels. Diesel on the front and back green. Lady Diana Spencer. Interesting. This is a West Coast Railway store, isn't it? Not an LSL one. Wouldn't have thought they'd be using LSL logos on it. Just past the Rockfall shelter, and now we are out of the tunnels. Over there is Spray Point. Quite a nice place. He's 47's doing amazing. Six trying to clay today. MC King. Yes, I actually saw that in Exeter. I was heading up to Westbury to do some filming, which I've got a lot of footage. I'll have to compile all of that in. And then I saw it ready to go. Was it 6 Charlie 99 that was running? So I definitely saw it this morning. I was completely unaware it was there until a sunny person was like, that's a DB66 with its markers on, ready to go. And then, sure enough, I look at OTT, 6 Charlie 99, ready to go. And it did have the clay wagons on there as well. So I think it was... Well, I thought they would have run that a bit later, if anything. Yeah, it's going to lag slightly again. Don't know why. Every time I take a screenshot. Any game as well. A little bit of clag appearing. No. Although down here at the Poly Steps beach will be one place. It'd be good for a screenshot. I can't remember which loco was on it. I got a really bad picture of it because my phone's got a slight delay in pictures. That was the Martin House one. Oh, what's the unit number on that one? 660, I believe. Okay, one time 47 tomorrow. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I definitely have to have a look at them. I just don't know if I'll be able to see them because I do have things planned tomorrow. I just need to edit all this footage. I've got plenty of it. Good amount of tones. A mix of tripod and handheld. Well, one handheld clip. Yes. Which wasn't ideal. But it was given the right away a bit too much earlier than I was hoping. So I had to resort to handheld, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. I've got enough footage, tripod footage that's usable enough, along with the Grizzly footage, so that's probably going to be a half an hour video coming up. I still need to edit it as well. I'll do that tomorrow evening, or I'll wait till Thursday. If I can, I might try wake up quite early and try do that before I need to go. So, can't see myself loving life after that. It's having a pain today. Just gonna coast. That general friction helps us a bit there, which it is. 20%. Nope. 40% braking. Fair, we'll get to Newton, plop it in platform 1, and then think what we're going to do. That will now just clear us in, it won't clear us out. Moment, it looks like it's trying to check us down. So we've got a green there. That's another one of our signals. It's not just going to try clear them randomly, is it? Oh, there we go, it's just stepped up. So we've got a double yellow there, our cautionary, they're into the platform there. 108's the first time, it returns at 450. Yeah, this thing's not ideal, because I am meant to be pretty preoccupied tomorrow. So it will be a case of we'll have to see. Although I can use Hackney engineering again because I've actually got my sidings, and also a little bit there. I can also use down the Team Grace line, and also this lovely siding here. Yeah, as I said, we'll just put into Newton and then we'll consider what to do. Wow, platform boundary down there. It's definitely not down there, it's like up here somewhere. Newton needs to be revamped in this. There's a lot of stations that I've found in Birkenhead need to be revamped quite a bit. Westbury needs to, because Westbury isn't perfectly right, Newton's not right. I don't think Plymouth is either. Exeter I think needs a bit of tweaking as well. Oh my god. I have no confidence in this braking, so I've had to dump full service. And just hope that we're not about to go for a really embarrassing overshoot. Looks like we've got it under control. Entering the platform at 40. That's not the kind of thing I was hoping to do. Pull the loco clear. Just definitely a noticeable stop. Cap light off in there. British Cams will recode it so you can check it out. Yeah, nice MCG. I do watch the DBC cams a fair bit. So I knew 603 was running the sleeper that I missed. Right. 521. Do you run around and try propeller tour up country? Sort of back up towards Exeter? Or should we not? Do we continue down to Paynton or do we run around and head back to Exeter? I'm personally thinking we run down to Paynton. Yeah, 125s and a 37s in green. Definitely agree with you there, MC King. These are lovely. LSL have done quite well actually. Recreating BR green. It looks fantastic. 667, I don't know where that came from. That might be XDRS. I know 521's ex-Colas, I believe. Before it was acquired by LSL. But yeah, do we continue down to Paynton? Or should we run around and head back? Because technically in game we have PTS certificates. Obviously in real life, employees of GWR will have that if they've taken the PTS course. Don't attempt anything I try you. Yeah, don't try anything I've done in game in real life because it will probably end with people being arrested. I think we might head down to Paynton. So I'll knock the doors here. Let people on. We'll set our route to go down to Paynton. When you say that, MC King, do you mean the Intercity 125s, HSTs? Because if so, we still have a few of them knocking about. Oh, this is a sound I remember when the 37s were heading up to Kingswear. It opened up like at the end of the platform. Shall be a screenshot. Blue 125 HST. Pullman, do you mean MC King? If so, I think it's down again soon. The game runs really smooth when I'm not taking screenshots. Doing easily 60 FPS. But when I take a screenshot, it just stops for multiple seconds. Which I don't get. I think the Pullman is meant to be back soon. Have a look. My phone's nearly dead. Brilliant. It's on charge at the moment. Slightly speeding over the junction by 3 miles per hour. 3 miles per hour. It's nothing much. We'll be fine. It's about the allowance we should get with locos this age. With newer stock, apparently, I think the allowance is like 3. But with older stuff like the 37s, nearly as old as you can get, at 60. Yeah. It's fun. So what are we now? We are the 15th. Wednesday. Yeah, Northern Bell. This weekend's meant to be Gresley again. In fact, Gresley's marked on all of them now. It's not got the pool. The Coronation Deltic's meant to be running from King's Cross to Scarborough. Then we've got the Northern Bell again, next Tuesday. And then we'll have... oh, Gresley on the Golden Hind. The Thursday after that. Actually, that's same Thursday. And then we'll have the Pullman that Sunday. So that's Saturday. The Welsh Marshals Express, so... oh, that's annoying. The Welsh Marshals Express goes to Taunton, but not any further into Devon. And then the weekend after that's 37s on the 2nd. And then we've got the Pullman again. Then we've got the Pullman. And then, wow. We get a break from tours until it's the Pullman again. And then we get the Pullman again. And next up, you'll never guess, is the Pullman again. LSL seem to love sending the Pullman down to us. You miss Britannia, MC King. I do too, to be honest. I'm thinking about maybe heading down to Kingswear again just to see if I can get the footplate of Gresley. Because Britannia was actually the first thing I was actually in the cab of that was on the footplate. It's really warm up there. It's melting in here. That's a bit better. Just taking my jumper off. To be honest, I don't even know why I've still got my jumper on. Because it has been baking. It's now warning us of the 30. In which we have to brake for a 30 down a massive gradient. But at least we'll actually have track past Torquay. We'll actually be able to run down the PDSR. Surrounding petrol station. Oh, I know where this is. That's the hospital. That is Shell. This is meant to be Asda. That's where I'm thinking. It happens. Bit of snow the walk down. Or the drive down mostly. This is meant to be a Halfords. Really doesn't look like it, but it should be a Halfords. And then we've got tour station with missing floor. With a missing floor. Quickly, it's there. That'd be so annoying if you missed it by like seconds. And that's happened to me twice, which really bugs me. Because once I wanted to see back-to-back power cars. I got there as it rolled past me because of traffic. I was just like, "Argh!" Could have been any worse timing. Then it happened again for I think something coming off Doncaster, I think. Oh no, it was. Yeah, it was when 43184 came back off Doncaster. Is this today? No, it's not. I'm just kidding. Stuff I'm talking about happened months ago. Oh, unless you're talking about this is Torquay. That was Tor, but we're heading into Torquay now. Hello, Torquay. How's it going? This is the last bit of concrete sleeper that we've got. Like earlier is when I reinstalled the AP track patch, I almost streamed without doing that, and I just thought, on the whole, I want to see if this works, and it did. Where is the consist? There it is. I've still got the cab door open. I need to mend the lag, yeah. King. I don't know if it's a DTG problem, because it happens all the time. Because I've got changed them on Steam. For some reason it hates when I try, do anything in terms of screenshots, because it will always have that stutter after. So at the moment I'm fine, but when I unpause the game, I've unpaused it, and there's a slight stutter. So I think it's more a Steam problem, I'm just kidding, as opposed to a DTG. But Steam do kind of need to fix that. Because I don't exactly get what it's trying to load in after. Because if it's the same, if it's trying to save a screenshot, I can very easily do that with print screen. We wouldn't have any lag whatsoever. It'd only stop while I had the print screen window open. Other than that, it'd be fine. Got a new profile picture. I did notice that, MC King. Very nice. A lovely beach. That bit I remember correctly. If I remember correctly. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Down here, and also down here is only accessible from Paynton itself. Although it's brilliant if you're having the day out and you randomly see 150s and things roll across. It's brilliant. Though here is where I more so remember it. Things just flying over the top. I love it when that happens. 37 on the weed colour. Simsking. Ooh. And here's where we'd lose the track, because concrete transitions into wood. There. And due to some patch from ATS, it tried to retexture it, but then it ended up completely deleting it altogether. Obviously, it would still show up here, because it was still technically the track. It was just that the texture was gone completely. But luckily, Mr. reinstall the AP track patch fixes it. Simsking, do you know what 37's on the weed colour then? Back again. That'd be quite nice as like a drone shot. .95s. Oh god. Simsking, by any chance, have you seen the 93s made by Stadler? I think they're quite interesting, locos, to be honest. Of the 93s. No, Grow. 95. 95s. Anyways, welcome to Plymouth. Plymouth? Oh, we are nowhere near we're nowhere near Plymouth. Welcome to Paignton. Lovely nameplate flops on there. And also welcome to the PDSR platform, which we actually have the rail again. Lovely. Because obviously we didn't have that either. I think what we'll do here is we'll try to take this down to Churston and decouple the locos and take that to their maintenance shed. I think maintenance on their 37's done here. And with this, one thing that really annoys me is this shed's meant to be a lot bigger, I think. It's meant to be able to fit like 4 Mark 1s. It's meant to be like, I think, more back here than up there, the buffers. Oh. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad. And TPWS, if it was TPWS Mark 4, be going, SPAD alert, contact the signaller. Because technically, we'll be triggering all the warnings. And I think we would have also had overspeed over the TPWS grid, because I think we're doing over 10 mile per hour. Where is it? Where is the grid? Must be one here. It's a TPWS overspeed loop. Steamer training. Fair enough, I'm skiing. So like, if at the moment we wanted to get out, we can't. Because I mean, going trackside. I think that's actually what happened with the 33s. They actually ended up stopping off the platform. But yeah, I think the PDSR's 37's maintained here in Paignton. It's quite nice seeing it, because I've been here a couple times, and not only have I seen it running, more often than not I actually see it in the in the shed. It's quite nice to see. We'll let people off here. If anyone is going to get off. No one's going to get off, but some people are going to get on. actually got train length. Are we going to get our signal? No, because it's not happy with our route. That's because we went down the PDSR. Marcus Travels. I don't believe you can, unfortunately. I think it's only Windows devices that it will allow an installation on. I'm not completely 100% sure on that, so it might be worth having a look. But yeah, I don't believe it will install. I think it's only Windows devices that it will let whatchamacallit on. Midnight Ninja. Hello. Britannia is in testing, MC King. Alright then. Very nice. I'm surprised some of the LSL steamers have been withdrawn for overhaul yet. Unless Britannia's had it in the last 7 years, it's probably due an overhaul. I know Duchess of Sutherland is under overhaul at the moment, up at... I have no idea where it is. Clan 9 spoilers at Leaky Finders in Brixham, I believe. Nice train, thank you very much. They sort of off a real consist, or a previous consist. Speed's starting to plummet. Where's that trying to send us? Straight on with no signal. Lovely. Priories. Good amount, MC King. Although I prefer more the panniers. More so. But priories are quite good. So until about like a couple months ago, I did not know what a pannier was. But after a bit of investigative journalism, I found that out. I still barely know what a priory is, to be honest. We should now have a signal. Yes, we do. When will my next actual video come out? Good question. I don't think I've finished recording with the actual footage of that yet. Because as MC King's tipped off, there is the Northern Bell Tour tomorrow. So I might have to try to edit all of that tomorrow night. If not, it'll be out Friday or Saturday. Hornby DCC or DC? I mean what DC means, please, MC King. Because DCC is the sound one, isn't it? I suppose I probably have to pick DCC based on sound. Adios, Midnight Ninja. Actually, should have got a screenshot from here, because this is where a lot of people get their good pictures. I think it's in exactly the spot as well. Because if I remember correctly, a couple of my mates actually go spot here when there are tours. And it is a good spot. I've never actually used that point though. The only place closest I've used is here. Even that's not particularly great. Not great at all. No sound decoder. Yeah. I'm thinking I might have to go with DCC then, because that is the one with the sound decoders, isn't it? Because if so, it's definitely DCC. Oh, I completely forgot to change this over to 1 Zulu 54. I'll do that now. I think we shouldn't really even need to use GSMR here, but we'll do it anyway. We're just putting some random number because I have no idea where we're going now. Oh, let's stutter again. Trilix, good evening. Long time no speak. Stop lagging every time I take a screenshot. It's getting ridiculous. So I'm in the middle of the sea, I remember. Basically BDSR's tracks now. Where am I on to? Yes. Between Paynton, all the way over there, and Churston, which is, oh, right there. So basically in Churston. 37s and 50s are fast. Just getting, yeah, for the most part. Until you then rival it with an HSD, and which best speed is quite insignificant, but they have a lot of power behind them. And there's a funny story behind that Intercity advert, in which you might note that 37 was actually going faster than HSD. That's because it produces a higher power output, so it's easier for it to then overtake an HSD. And yes, this is the PDSR. The line between Paynton and Kingswear. Quite an expensive route now, to be honest. Costs a fair amount to ride it, annoyingly. But tickets are mighty expensive. I don't like them at all. Not that it's ever going to stop me riding it. Heck no. Still ride it, but with those ticket prices it's not really that feasible. Right. Here we are. Pop down for the 10 limit. Just before Churston. Lads on the turntable. In this shed. This isn't right either, I don't think. Yeah. I don't think this is right. Again, I think their shed's meant to be a lot bigger than this. Multiple roads. That camper's sort of in the way, annoyingly. Their branded buses. That needs to be fixed. This route's so good, yet it just has small little aspects that can let them down. It's not major. Paint steamer training soon. Interesting, MC King. The 37 will do it. MC King. I don't know exactly how they're planning to do that though, because the 37s are only diesel, apart from their Gronk Samson. But I've been told that it's inadequate for actually trying to get up Greenaway Bank. Greenaway. It just isn't enough to actually make it up there. So it's not great. But hopefully they find a solution. Now 37 does its job extremely well. Just gonna hope that train length works. At least does its job. I've got it set right on the speed board. So either I've set it too early or I've set it bang on. Or too late, of course. Steam would be accelerating now because they're only 1 plus 6, 1 plus 5 sets. So yeah, we're running a 2 plus 10, which isn't ideal. Oh. Yeah, the train shed does need to be bigger, MC King. And certainly needs to have a couple more lines in there, I believe. Because from what I recall seeing, because usually when I pass, they'll usually have the doors open. I think in Paynton the shed should have, I think, 2 roads. It has the 2 roads in game, but they should be a lot longer than they are. I've actually got a photo. Just have a look. Have to go back a fair distance. But I think it should have 2 roads actually going in as well. Aha. There it is. Paynton. Let's try to take a picture of the shed. Oh, no, I sent one ages and ages and ages ago. Have a look. Because I do think the shed should be bigger. Yeah, I think it should be 2 roads. Like all the way in. Or I'm just being really dim. Have I been on the ferry at Starcross? I have not, MC King. know if not, but I have had thoughts of maybe. Do I sense us clipping through the platform? Yes. Yes, we are. However barely, but we are just about clipping through that platform. There we are. Clipping through the platform. What do you mean by your most recent message, MC King? Payton is a big town. Sort of. MC King. It's sort of a normal sized town. I forgot I shouldn't be turning the cab light on. The game's somewhat stable. Newark's a big town. Kingstaton's a big town. I know that. Plymouth's a massive city. But here we go, into Kingsway. And this is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. Because here, oh, it's so good. Pretty much. You know when you're approaching Kingsway, because you look out and you see this. This is pretty much correct from my knowledge. So that's good. And then here, you'd wind in. Yeah, because remember you've got like really thick tree cover so you can barely see it. It's like really looking out. Here's another open space, that is correct. I don't know if that piping's there in real life. Why it's even there in game. But it's alright. Signal Bravo 4. Where are we then? We're there. And here, this is when you officially come off Greenaway Bank and you're greeted by the lovely open sight of Dartmouth. It's Dartmouth. Oh, even this is a naval college. That's nice. Then down there you've got Kingsway itself. Kingsway is it's quite tight. Trying to navigate Kingsway. I've never really been exploring the town, but I know from outside the station, you go out, got a tight lane down there, and yeah, although this doesn't seem right. That should be out bigger, I believe. And here should be an entire ramp going down to the sea. This is right. You've got the ferry point here, which is correct. Gates. You don't actually have gates here, actually. This canopy should extend all the way out. This should be shorter. These buffers should actually be more like there, and this should all be concreted. That's right. The canopy on this side ends in the correct spot, but as I said, this canopy needs to be out a lot more. It should be right to the end. Signal box and ground frame are correct. Poundland MC King. It's alright. It's definitely alright. Yeah, it's not a bad place, to be honest. Oh, thanks, Ems. So you like the ice cream painting? It's not bad. It's quite good. And the chippy there is amazing, because they have battered chips. When I first heard it, I was like, what? We have battered fish, battered sausage, and now battered chips? The full load. Had a taste and it's amazing. Well, the one problem was, oh my god, my mouth was burning. Ah. Didn't like that bit. It was great food. Sunny tomorrow, not raining. Yes! Was it raining today? MC King. Because obviously I've been up in Wiltshire all day, so I've not actually been paying attention. And it's been actually pretty sunny up there. It would help if I could speak English, wouldn't it? I really should have put these logos in the top and tail config. Because now we're into Kingswear, we have to take the idea of, do we pop into this platform and run it around, or not? In fact, I don't think our 37s are even going to fit down there. I'll have to run it around one at a time. And that just screams awkward. 10 miles per hour. 10 miles an hour. We might need to dump the consist here. We can try run around. I'm just not thinking likelihood. I think we'd be lucky to even fit 137 on there, which is why I should have actually put Great Rocks on the back, because then at least I'd been able to draw it out and then pop the locos out and then obviously take locos and then take Great Rocks in, take Great Rocks out, put locos in, draw it out, put Great Rocks back on the back. King. Yeah, I did hear it was slightly raining today. Apparently it's only drizzling. I'm tempted to stop here. We can propel it down somewhat. Actually, that won't work with it. The best bet might be pulling it into the platform, go all the way down, deboard passengers, propel it back, taking off 667, but then keeping 521 on, drawing 521 in, getting 667 to draw it back out. Yeah, that's really awkward. And then decouple that. Oh my god, I've confused even myself there. This is going to take us like 14 years. And as for not derailing it, MC King, I'd have to see if we accidentally send it a bit too much. Better question of if the 37s will fit and be able to run around. That's the big question. Keep the coaches as they are now. Decouple. And try it. I don't think they're going to fit. Yeah, because we need another 37 length. Actually, I'm feeling really doubtful now. Yeah, I was right to be feeling doubtful. That is not enough. And it wouldn't even let me try change the points. Okay, we're going to have to go with plan B then. No Hornby Loco, MC King. Ooh, which ones are they? This is really annoying now. Because I now need to take it back out from here. Trying to back out to the siding and do exactly what I originally said. To try to get him to top and tail. Because it's unfortunately not a case of just being able to take 5-2-1. So I might just be overthinking it. Maybe it is as simple as I think it is. It's not actually cleared out. English Riviera Express, it is not MC King. So to pop them back in that siding, if they're going to fit, swap the loco around, try drag it out that way, and try run around 5-2-1. That's a simpler way of thinking about it. But I'm really not hopeful. 33's MC King. Oh, 33's DCC. Ooh, very nice. I have no confidence in myself here. Something's going to go very, very, very wrong here. It feels like something's just going to go wrong. Because I have to propel the loco out. 667's going to go on the back no matter what. Because it's got the leading cab facing that way. So I was thinking just a simple run around. And that'd be fine. But it's not. I should have ideally put them in top and tail mode. So I have to do this really awkward shunting. I think it should fit. It's big enough sliding too. So I think this is actually where the Concertors is stored while the steamer's actually up Churston having a quick service. Yeah, that'll fit easily in the sidings. Still got a lot more space left. So then, we only need to go just do to there. Let's bring that to a stand now. In fact, we could have actually had 12. We'd have been fine. So now I've stopped. I'm going to decouple here. We're going to shunt this back into the platform. And then you're going to run the locos around, propel. Okay, no, so we're going to pop 521 there, take 667, put on that end to draw it out. They're going to pop 521 on the back. If I'm not being really thick, that should work. But knowing me, I'm probably just being really thick now. And that's actually not going to work at all. But you never know until you try, do you? So as it past the point, I'm going to basically pop 521 there, get 667 back out. Road users are probably just here like, why were the barriers down? It's not even gone over the crossing. It was purely for a safety measure. Yeah, see the barriers are, you can hear the barriers going back up. There we go. So if we pop 521 back there, then we'll get 667 to draw the coaches back out. And then we'll pop 521 on the back. Literally all we need. Just put the tails on either end, which is fine. Doesn't matter. So now I need that shunt light. Which it has actually lit now. So don't go too far. I just want to be able to draw the coaches back out and into the platform. Draw the loco all the way down to the runaround. That's not what we're going to be using. My ears. So it isn't actually going to go over the crossing, isn't it? No. Oh. Barely. Yeah. Right, so we'll change that back over. And that will propel us into the siding. Oh. No, 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 no. I don't even need GSMR. We'll do just fine. So now this is exactly what I was hoping for. No 8 shunter, not really MC King, because that would be a bit more hassle than it is help at the moment. But 667's getting a proper workout, because it's the one doing all of this work. 521's just basically been a dummy loco pretty much. It's been doing nothing. Bring it up. That's pretty much contact. In fact, yes. That is contact. So just couple them back up. provided we got the road, which I'm just going to say that we do, we can now propel back into the station, where we can completely forget about 667. It's done enough on this run, and we need to just focus here on 521. That's actually not a half bad screenshot. This time we will actually be going over the crossing. So now the barriers are actually down for a good reason. Well, it could have been a pretty tedious moment, ended up not being such. Although, I'm interested to know how we can actually get onto the path here. How to actually get onto the path to wrap around. If it's this way, then I might try take the coastal path walk. Although, ooh dear. Sorry. We're just doing a little bit of shunting. This is the PDSR. Producing no noise at the moment. Because loco is pretty much doing nothing. Just idling. Love giving a good tone on a good blast on the two-tone. But deja vu, we're back at Kingswear for Dartmouth. Or Kingswear. The for Dartmouth bit is if you're going over on the ferry. It's got a lovely restaurant over there though. It's called Station. I think it's this place here actually. It used to have lines going to it because they actually wanted to give Dartmouth a direct rail connection. But I think then they found out it was going to cost them an absolute ton of money, and then they gave up, like everything else that costs them the entire bank account. Yeah, now we can just pop all the way down. In fact, we could have actually popped into platform 2. We've got more space here on platform 1. And there's no PDSR stock, so we can just do what we want. In fact, this is right. I swear it's meant to go all the way. Or I'm purely imagining that. I've got a picture of the shed actually. I might be able to confirm that. Yeah, I do have a picture of the shed. Yeah, it's meant to go nearly all the way. It's meant to go maybe to here. It's not very much a noticeable difference. Either way, we're now done with 37667. So we'll go dump the brake. Pop the AWS up. Oh, pop the AWS down. Because we no longer need it. Loco's good. We'll shut down the engine though. For absolutely no reason. Other than the little whistle. Of the little offside thing. Whatever you call it. Yes, I will likely see you then, MC King. It probably won't be until Friday though this week, as I am pretty busy the rest of the week. But yes, I'll see you then. Yep, CMC King. Have a good evening. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Down, 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 down. Barely in time. Barely in time. Turn up because I'm going 5 minutes over, or 5 mile per hour over the limit. And now probably going to slam into our Mark 2s. We'll just stop, to stop, to stop, to stop, to stop. Good enough. Just a small nudge up now. And good. That's not just derailed us, is it? No, because I still have control. I'll now dump the brake. Make sure I'm not about to derail this end. Lovely. Make sure all of our lights are off. On the 37 at this end. 37667 isn't running. Which is lovely. Lights off. Brilliant. AWS down. Reverser is locked. So now we are done with that. We've set the cab. We're not going to drive it though. We'll just set it up like this. And now we'll get a couple of screenshots to finish off. So perhaps next time out, if we do continue this scenario, be driving from D6817, also known as 37517. Been thoroughly enjoyable this evening. Been shooting for the last 1.5 hours. It's been great. Let's pop down here. 37668. Oh, 667, which is currently completely dead. Okay, it's got nothing to it, but just wait. So as we just make our way up, as if we've come off the ferry, we head up to Kingsway. I said 37667 on this end, completely dead. Engines off. Still got that cab door open, and the window. That's fine. It doesn't matter. No one's going to get in. It's all good. Consist here ready to go next time. Perhaps next time out if we were to do this. And to beware of the gap. Oh, and actually we're actually lower than the platform boundary. Oh, never mind. We'll shut down 517. Or 521, sorry. As we do that, we'll end it off this evening. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you all perhaps on Friday. Take care all, and I'll see you then.